Hello and welcome to Kirsty's Corner. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make this Valentine's chocolate bouquet. So if you'd like to learn how to make one of these ready to give to somebody special on Valentine's, keep watching. So for this bouquet you're going to need some red metallic cellophane, some cellophane with some hearts on, some red cellophane. I've got some scissors, some florist wire, some curling ribbon, some Oasis, sellotape, glue dots, flower box or a vase or something to put the bouquet in. I've got a pull bow, or just use some ribbon. I've got some ribbon there from left over from Christmas, some red card, some tissue paper. I've got some little hearts there, or anything that's Valentine's sort of things you can put in just to add to it. I've got a balloon there, the sweets. So first of all I'm going to put the Florist Box together. I mean, it's very simple, it just all slots in together. If you haven't got one of these, you can use an old plant pot that you may have, or something you could decorate, a pot of some description that you might be able to decorate. So then we're going to cut the cellophane. I'm using this red one at the start. I'm going to cut it about probably 1/2 metre. And then I'm going to cut the other cellophane with the heart shapes on it to the same length. Now remember, I'm using this cellophane, but if you don't have any, you can use tissue paper, wrapping paper. You don't have to go and buy this especially, for Valentine's. I mean, I did buy this off the internet, and think you can get it on Amazon or from florist suppliers. Most of these things you can get from, like I said, either Amazon, florist suppliers, or craft shops. I mean, gift shops. A lot of places now sell things ready to make hampers with, so it really is just the cellophane that they're using for that. So as you can see, I've just cut a block of Oasis in half because I'm not using it at all. So obviously I'm going to get 2 different bouquets out of that. And I did order that online. That was from Amazon, but they can probably cost you about £1 per block to buy. Obviously it's cheaper if you're buying them in bulk, so look out for those. And then I'm just going to pop it into the Florist Box or the vase, whichever, or flower pot or something, whatever you're using, and just sort of arrange it so it looks nice and even if you can. So next I'm going to attach the pull bow. This is a 5 centimetre pull bow. They do come smaller or larger, or you can just use ribbon and just tie a bow around the front of the flower box or vase or plant pot, whatever you're using. And when I attach the pull bow, I'm just going to tie it at the back, just in a bow itself, so that then the person you're giving it to can reuse it. Because if I tie it in a knot, they've got to cut it off. Whereas I think it's nice to recycle these things. They can use them, either make their own bouquet or they use everything on it to wrap a present with, or something like that. And then I'm going to cut the metallic cellophane into strips and then into squares. They're usually about sort of 12 by 12 centimetres approximately. Now this, I'm using pinking shears for this, just to give it a little bit more effect, but you don't have to use these, just ordinary scissors would be fine. I mean, I did buy this as well off Amazon. They come in different roll lengths, sometimes they're about 5 metres up to 20 metres. Next I'm going to repeat the process with the red cellophane, and then afterwards with the cellophane with the hearts shapes on. So you're going to take the wooden skewers and just attach one of these squares of the metallic cellophane to it. This is just to fill out the bouquet in between the sweets. Now remember, with these wooden skewers, they are quite sharp, so you might want to cut the pointed end off of the wooden skewer, and just remind people how sharp they are, especially if you're giving them to children. So you can leave it so that you can see the wooden skewer, or you can use some florist tape. There's some green or white you can get, and just roll it around. It is sticky, so it will just stick to the skewer itself. Next, I'm going to attach these heart shapes to the skewers. I'm just applying the white florist tape to the skewer first, and then I'm going to hot glue or glue the shape to it. I'm just going to put these into the bouquet, just obviously because it's Valentine's. These shapes I've had from last year Valentine's, but I did buy those from a craft shop. If you don't have any of these, you can just make your own heart shapes just out of card. I'm going to use different sorts of card to make these heart shapes from. I've got some metallic card, just plain red card, and then I've got a red divider that I'm using, just an old one that I have. So you just look out for anything that's you have laying around, like some wrapping paper, some wallpaper, something out of a magazine that's mainly red, and just use that just to make these heart shapes. I'm going to add some of these butterflies to the bouquet that I'm making. I did buy these off the internet. I think they came from eBay. They're a pack of 24, I think, as it is. They're just a plastic butterfly shape, and I'm just sort of hot gluing them to the skewer. Now we just need to attach the Ferrero Rocher to the skewer. So to do this, I'm going to take some cling film and just cover it over, because I don't want to glue directly to the packaging of the case of the Ferrero Rocher, especially with some hot glue. I mean, it does get very hot and it can sort of affect the chocolate. So to do this, like I said, I'm just wrapping this cling film around it, and then I will sellotape it then to the skewer, so then it doesn't damage the chocolate itself. And then I'm just going to cover the skewer with the florist tape. So just to make the chocolates look a little bit more decorative, especially when you're taking them out of the bouquet. I'm just going to use the cellophane that I've cut up. So this one's the metallic one, and then I might use the heart-shaped cellophane as well. Just attach them with some sellotape, and then we're going to use some curling ribbon to go around the edge, at the bottom, of the sweet. It just looks nice when somebody takes it out of the bouquet individually. then just going to repeat the process with all of the chocolates that you've chosen to put in your bouquet. And just remember, when you're making these bouquets, remember to decide how many sweets you want going in the bouquet, but also remember to have a couple of extra. Remember, you need one as a treat as you're making it, and then one when you've finished. So now I've just blown up the balloon, ready to go in the bouquet. I mean, you can buy the balloons already inflated, or a helium one. I mean, I didn't have the stand for the balloon, so I just had to use one of the skewers and just sellotape it to the base of the balloon. See, I've put it into the bouquet, and I've used the cardboard hearts. Can you see at the front of it, just to give it be a little bit more decorative. I've started to add the chocolates to the bouquet now, so I'm using a box of Maltesers to start off with, and then you just start to put in the sweets however you want them to be. Just arrange them, just put them in, take them out, wherever you think they look nice. Stand back, have a look to see if it's where you want it to be. And then once you've got all the sweets in, you're then going to use the pieces of cellophane that you've just put to one of the skewers, and just to fill in around the back of the bouquet and the front, or in the middle. Did you just see there that I'm using a straw? Now, instead of using the florist tape to cover the skewer, you can just put the skewers inside of a cardboard drinking straw. This is just the same effect as if somebody takes this individual sweet out. It just covers the skewer itself. I mean, remember, you can use whatever sweets you're wanting, just to customise it to whatever the person's wanting, to that special person, what sweets they like to eat, or chocolates, so just use those. And please leave a comment if you'd like me to make a different bouquet. I mean, I will be making a Mother's Day one soon, but if you can think of any special occasion or different bouquets you'd like me to make, please leave a comment. And please press the like button if you're enjoying this video, and subscribe for more videos like this if you want to learn how to make more bouquets. Now I'm just going to add some curling ribbon just to the bouquet. I'm just using some sellotape at the top and the bottom of the curling ribbon to attach it to the bouquet. I mean, you can use the glue dots to do this with as well. I mean, I do use lots of glue dots throughout different crafts that I do, but I don't know about you, but I do find them very sticky, which is a good thing for some things. I'm just going to fold this front part of the box in half. And just slide it back into the box. It just helps the bouquet sit back because the weight of the chocolates and sweets will make it sort of fall forward. So I'm just going to use half of a sheet of tissue paper just to put in the back of the bouquet, because when you look at the back you see all the skewers, so we don't want to see that all of the time. So you can either just use half a sheet of the tissue paper, or I've just folded one in half, but you don't have to do that. Half of a sheet will be sufficient, and then it just looks a little bit nicer when you turn the bouquet round to the back. So we could just leave the bouquet there because we have finished it, but I want to give it as a gift, so I'm just going to wrap it in some more cellophane with a pull bow at the top. So we're going to need enough cellophane to go to fit around the back of the bouquet and the front, and a little bit more for the base and to tie at the top. So it tends to be 2.5 lengths of how tall your bouquet is. You could measure the height of your bouquet and then just times it by 2.5 and then cut it to that length. I mean, it doesn't matter if you cut it a little bit larger, longer than what you're needing. Just cut it off from the top, but don't cut it too short, obviously, as you won't be able to tie it. I mean, I use an elastic band just to once I've gathered the cellophane, just to hold it in place and then put the pull bow round. But you don't have to. You can use a piece of string or another piece of the curling ribbon to tie it first and then use the pull bow. So there we have it. There's the completed Valentine's chocolate bouquet, all ready to give to someone special on Valentine's Day. I mean, it could be for a birthday present as well. It doesn't just have to be for Valentine's Day or anniversaries. This would be a nice gift for. And like I said before, remember to keep a couple of sweets for you and chocolates for you to eat yourself as you're making it, as a nice treat for yourself. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more videos like this, and keep smiling.